pagi, Pakcik Wan.
Oh, Man. Selamat pagi, Man.
Ni nak ke mana ni? Nampak macam tak sihat je.
Dari semalam lagi, Pakcik bersin je, tak tahulah kenapa. Dah tu, Kang. Ni sampai beringus lah. Jadi sekarang ni Pakcik nak ke klinik.
Ke klinik? Lah, sekarang ni kalau kita nak dapatkan nasihat doktor, atas talian je. Lepas tu, bila-bila masa je kita boleh buat. Tengok ni.
Caranya sangat mudah. Anda hanya perlu layari www.droncall.com.my kemudian buat pendaftaran. Anda juga boleh memilih sama ada untuk berkomunikasi dengan doktor melalui panggilan video, audio ataupun secara teks. Isikan maklumat peribadi dan kemudian buat pembayaran. Sekarang, anda sudah boleh dapatkan konsultasi daripada pakar perubatan yang bertugas.
Hai, saya Dr. Sashini dari Dr. On Call. Boleh saya membantu?
Saya ni dari semalam ni asyik bersin tak berhenti. Lepas tu dengar sesemanya semua dan rasa sakit dekat tekak ni. Jadi saya minta bantuan doktor lah.
Disebabkan Encik menghidapi sesama dan sakit tekak, doktor akan memberikan ubat-ubatan untuk sesama dan sakit tekak. Dan ubat-ubatan ini akan dihantar ke alamat Encik yang telah didaftarkan. Okey?
Oh, terima kasih. Senang rupanya. Terima kasih, doktor.
Sama.
Pesakit kini boleh membeli ubat-ubatan yang diperlukan melalui e-farmasi dengan selamat dan penghantaran yang mudah. Anda akan menerima ubat-ubatan tersebut dalam tempoh masa tidak melebihi 4 jam bagi kawasan sekitar di Lembah Kelang.
Layari droncall.com.my untuk konsultasi pakar perubatan atas talian yang selamat.
Hello, good evening and welcome to tonight's webinar. Tonight we've got an interesting webinar planned out for you and it's with an interesting title. And the title is Sakit Bahagian Peribadi tapi tidak tahu nak ke mana. In short, it's called erectile dysfunction. And today we've got a very interesting guest joining us tonight. His name is Dr. Muhilan. A little bit about Dr. Muhilan. Dr. Muhilan is currently practicing as a consultant urologist in Thompson Hospital in Kota Damansara. He has been practicing for more than 20 years with qualification from Malaysia, India, and Europe. He was a senior lecturer and consultant urology in University Malaya. His specialty is in urological cancers, stones, men's health, and infertility. For more information, you're able to get in touch with Dr. Muhilan in the Fertility Center in Thompson Hospital, Kota Damansara. Now, before we welcome in Dr. Muhilan, I have noticed that in the comment section, there's plenty of comments waiting already. So I'm going to read out. Hi, Wu. Thank you so much for tuning in. Kevin, hello. Hope tonight it's going to be a wonderful session. It's going to be really a man-to-man talk because the conversation it's about men's health. So if those of you who have got any questions, please do put in the comment section and I'll ask the questions to the doctor. Hello, Ina, Zahila, Muhammad Safari. Hello there. Zafran, hello. Aiman, hi, apa khabar? Harap semua sihat ya. Lockdown ni bila kita duduk rumah, tak tahu nak buat apa-apa, kita log in bersama Dr. On Call dan kita belajar sesuatu tentang kesihatan. Topik hari ni cukup hebat tentang kesihatan lelaki. Kalau ada masalah peribadi dan tak tahu nak ke mana, kita tanya Dr. On Call pada hari ini. So let's see. Hello everyone. Yes, once again, thank you so much. Now let's get the conversation going. One thing I realized in a sensitive topic like this, if you have got an issue to voice out, there's one way that I kind of like. Kita orang Malaysia ni suka guna teknik ni. Teknik ni ialah my friend, kawan saya. So kita kadang-kadang segan nak nak bagi tahu isu-isu yang sensitif ni. Tapi kalau kita kata, doktor, kawan saya ni kan ada masalah. Teknik tu pun boleh juga. So if you've got a problem or a challenge or whatsoever, and if you feel that you would like to ask a question to the doctor, but you're just too shy to ask the doctor, you can use this technique called My Friend. My friend has got this challenge. So that's something that we always use, right? It's My Friend. Hello there. Hello, Zahran. Hope you're doing well tonight. Su, apa khabar? Harap sihat semua pada malam ini. Okay, sebelum doktor sampai, come, let me just communicate a little bit for those of you who are tuning in live tonight. Saya nak tahu, kita ni sekarang ni tune in daripada mana? Nak tahu, kita tune in daripada mana? Johor ke? Sabah ke? Daripada Perlis ke? Jom sharekan dalam comment section. Kita ni tengah tune in daripada mana ni? Alright, let's see. Hi James. Oh, James daripada Sabah. James, welcome to the program. Mahathir, hello Mahathir daripada Langkawi. Oh, the doctor is here. Hi doctor,
Hi,
good
Jess.
evening to you.
Hey, good evening, Jess. It's nice to
How
be
you doing,
here.
doctor?
Good, good,
Yeah.
very good. Okay, so sort of nervous, sort of excited to be with Doctor on call. I think this is the second show I've done with you all, so hopefully it's
Yes,
fun.
it is.
All right,
It
so
will be.
all right. So any interesting questions? I saw you reading out the comments. Anything there that's fun to start with? Anything
All right,
good to
great,
start
doctor.
with?
Nothing so far. Basically, I was just asking them where they're tuning in from. So since
Right.
you're already here, doctor, let's just get down to the topic. So the topic today is about erectile dysfunction. Doctor, could you
Right.
share some light on what is actually erectile dysfunction? In Bahasa
Right, so-
Melayu, I think it's called mati pucuk, right?
Yeah, so this mati pucuk thing, right? So let's divide it into two parts, right? So there's
Okay.
the medical part, that means betul-betul ada masalah perubatan. Okay, so you have stroke, you have kencing manis, darah tinggi. So there's something wrong with the saluran darah or urat, so the erection tidak boleh naik. That means doesn't matter what keadaan dengan sesiapa pun, no erection. Okay, that's a medical. Okay, sorry, I had a lag there. All right, so that's a real mati pucuk. Okay. Then you have the second mati pucuk. Second mati pucuk is medically there's nothing wrong with you. All right. Your health is good. Your saluran darah is good. You have a good morning erection. You can masturbate, no problem. But you cannot have sex with your wife and girlfriend. Okay, that is also a very, very important mati pucuk, but it's in the brain, right? So the treatment is totally separate. Okay, totally separate. So let's say you are, okay, I'm 50 years old, right? I'm 50. I have high blood pressure. So if I went and saw my urologist, who's my friend next door, and told him, hey, I cannot have sex, right? So, and he said, do you have a morning erection? I said, I don't have morning erection. I can't masturbate. It's just not hard enough to masturbate. And when I dapat dia keras sikit je, tak boleh masuk, probably my blood vessel is rosak. Okay? So that's the first thing you do. Okay, understand this, right? The saluran darah that goes to your penis, sama size dengan saluran darah untuk jantung. Okay? So you go for a checkup, come and see me, we get your heart checked out. And usually we give you some medicine and it works from there, all right? Whether it's Viagra, Cialis, something like that to improve your blood flow. If you got an erection, it works. But these treatments work if you are the problem. That means the saluran darah are the problem. Okay. Now, Jess, how old are you?
43, doc.
Jess, 43. Hey, you're good looking 43, man. Okay. Pick
Thank you.
someone younger. Who's a doctor? A doctor on call. What's his name? The young guy. Young
Jin?
Chinese guy. What's his name? Jin, right? How old is Jin?
Yes. I'm guessing
how old
he
is
must
Jin?
be in his 30s. He must be in his 30s.
Okay, so let's say Jin has erectile dysfunction, right? He comes and tells me, Doc, I don't think he's married. So he comes and says, hey, you know what? I cannot have sex with my girlfriend, okay? Early morning, I get up, I have my erection because he looks like a fit bugger, fairly jealous of how healthy he looks. I can masturbate. If I see porn, it's keras. But when the time comes, bila bersama girlfriend, it's not working. Okay, it's like halfway mati, you put in, halfway die. Okay, chances are you're fit 30 something like Jin, and Jin has erectile dysfunction. We have to check with him later. Uh, it is nothing to do with the blood vessel. So if I give him Viagra, if I give him Cialis, it is not going to work, right? It's not going to work. We need to find out why he's having problems having sex. Is it that he's having, maybe he's fighting with his wife, right? Maybe he's having arguments with his wife. Maybe Jean's case, he could be having an affair with somebody else. He looks like someone you can't trust. Okay.
All right.
Could be having an affair with someone else. Or doctor and call looks stressful. So, your work environment is stressful. I'm kidding. Notice I'm mentioning your company quite a lot. So that's quite good. But let's say it's at work. COVID-19, you're locked into the house. Unusual environment. So stress, whether it's mental stress, physical stress, stress with work, stress with the wife, it is a psychological problem, masalah kepala. So if I give you Cialis, Viagra, it's not going to work. So usually what I do is I first divide your problem into, is it a psychological problem or is it a betul-betul physical problem? Physical problem senang lah, you just diagnose, you rawat the kencing manis, darah tinggi, whatever it is, beri ubat. The psychological one is complicated. It takes me 1-2 hours of conversation to find out where the problem, and then we try to boost your sex drive. That means I can cheat. Okay, I cheat. I increase your sex drive so high that it doesn't matter, like you will have sex with somebody lah. Okay, harap it's your wife and girlfriend lah. Okay, harap it's your wife and girlfriend, but you'll have sex with somebody. But it's a temporary thing. But it's important. I always ask the wife and girlfriend to come in. I sit and talk to them as well. I explain, look, they have to work with me on this. Not work with me. They have to work with their partner on this. It's just they have to work together. They have to do the romantic stuff, and they just eventually you will get there. It takes me 2 or 3 months. We can fix it. So for your listeners out there, first thing, which one are you? Are you a psychological part or are you a physical one? Did that clarify your question, by the way?
Yes, Doc. That actually got me thinking about this issue about libido. So meaning to say libido.
Sorry, Jess, I got a bit of lag. On my side, I think.
Okay, not to worry, doctor. Let's pace the conversation a little bit.
Okay.
Can you hear me now, doctor? Yeah. Okay, great.
Yes, you're back. All right.
Yes. Okay, great. So, doctor, hearing you there, I realized that the psychological thing was more about an issue of libido.
Okay, Jess, right? I lost you halfway there. I can't hear you.
No worries, doc. Okay.
Do you want to
let me repeat
type
the
out the
question
message
again
for me? Right.
Okay, great. Okay, so I'll repeat the question again.
Right.
When I was hearing you there about...
Right, go on.
Okay, when I was hearing you there talking about it being a psychological thing.
Why do I have a lag again? Jess?
Yes, doc.
Hello?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I can't hear you.
Okay. So not to worry, doc. What I'll do is I'll put the question in the private chat.
Yep. You want me to go to a private chat?
Yes, I'm going there, doc. So I've just put in the point there. So libido.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to get to the private. Okay, yeah, I got you on chat. All right, great. Libido.
Libido.
Right. Okay. Let me type in this. Okay, I'm just going to switch this around a bit.
All right.
Okay, libido versus ED, right? So libido, desire for sex.
All right. So libido is the desire.
Right. So that means, right? Okay. So when you remember when you were 18 years old, you remember that far back?
Yes,
okay,
I do.
So all right. So like if your girlfriend is panas, you got a car accident, besok got exam, you sleep for 20 hours, still in the mood for sex. Okay? Your libido is good. Now, if you are my age, you're 50 years old, your sex drive is still good. That means I go to bed, I'm interested in sex, but it's just not working. That is ED.
All right.
But now, I go there, I see my girlfriend and like, okay. It's like it's like one of my patients put it, macam buat kerja. Okay. Sex is like buat kerja. Okay.
Not
when
attractive.
you reach yeah, it's like, okay, I'm having sex with you because if I don't, you marah nanti, or it's malam Jumaat, or terpaksa lah, it's like I feel like I should have sex not because I want to, but terpaksa lah. So like
It's
buat
like a
kerja,
chore lah.
it's like a chore. It's exactly like a chore. Okay, you're in deep shit lah. All right, so that's psychological. Now the thing about psychological is I can cheat, right? I can cheat. I can give you drugs, but the thing is, how long am I going to give you drugs for, right? I can't give you drugs.
Yes.
And the problem is, let's say I increase your sex drive to such an extent. That means you have super high sex drive and you still don't like your girlfriend, right? What's going to happen? Okay,
Can't
next
do
week
much.
you're going to come and next week you come and introduce me to your new girlfriend. Okay, that's what's going to happen. All right. So I tell people, look, I can increase your sex drive, I can increase your desire for your partner, but it's temporary. It's just to get you back. But having said that, there are some guys, right? What happens is this. Let's say it happened to me when I was like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, right? I had viral fever, not COVID. 15 years ago, there was no COVID, right? Bad viral fever.
Right.
And this was before I was married. It was like 15, 20 years. Don't tell my wife. Okay.
Okay.
So I recovered. I came out of hospital, still recovering, and girlfriend wanted sex. And I was like, okay, hot girlfriend, let's have sex. And couldn't. It just did not work, right? Okay.
Right.
So day one did not work. I was just out of hospital. So I said, I'm sick. It didn't work. Next day, about to have sex again, but in the back of my mind, right? What happens if yesterday was going to repeat itself? So I was worried about failing. So it sort of worked, but not as good as before. By third time, I was already getting a phobia. It's like, shit, am I losing it? Is this going to be permanent? Did that virus kill my penis? Right? So by third day, failed. Because I started out with the fear that I am going to fail. Right? And for us guys, if you start by being afraid, you are going to fail. So by end of 1 week, my girlfriend was ex-girlfriend. Okay, because like it's not that I didn't love her or something, it's just that I was so scared to have sex with her. You got it? Okay,
Yes.
in this kind of situation where you want to build back your confidence, right? Because there's nothing wrong, it's just a mental block. It's like having a fear of heights. You've got to build back your confidence. Drugs and medication, wonderful way to do it, right? So we identify the problem. That's the first step. We identify whether it's a libido problem, an erectile problem, whether it's psychological. If it's psychological, is it that you failed and you're worried about failing? Medication, wonderful. But if the reason you're not having sex is because you're not in the mood, we have to find out why, and we got to fix that as well as fix your sex drive.
Interesting that you're mentioning about fixing the problem here, because at times they do mention that erectile dysfunction is actually has got underlying conditions like heart disease.
Okay, so remember I
Yes.
said true ED, true erectile dysfunction, right? Like, okay, I'm 50 years old. I'm not boasting, penis still works, okay? So let's not panic.
All right.
But let's say I'm 50 years old and I was not taking care of my health, right? So I'm a bad hypertensive, I'm a bad diabetic. Okay, I'll give you an example. This is a true story. 37-year-old guy, 37, fit-looking guy, came to see me and said, Doc, I have ED. Okay, he looked me up on Google, came, blah, 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 no referral, far away. So I said, like, looked at him. Then, I was looking at him, like, his blood vessels, he just didn't look right. So I ran his bloods. His sugar was off the charts. That means he's uncontrolled diabetic. He didn't know he was diabetic. I sent him to a colleague of mine. By the way, the cardiology team in Thompson is excellent. They have saved my ass many, many times. So they did a quick stress test on a Saturday at 3:00 in the afternoon. All right, after work. All 4 of his blood vessels were blocked. Every single blood vessel in his heart was blocked, and one of them was 100% blocked. And this was a few days before Raya. So if he hadn't come for his erectile dysfunction, that would be his last Raya. There will not be another Raya. Okay. So this guy, it took us a week and a half to settle him down, but he went home with 4 stents. And now he's good. Now he's good. Now he's very good. But he was
good to know. Good to know.
He was going for a heart attack. I have patients who came with erectile dysfunction, and I was checking them. I always do a medical checkup, right? A full medical checkup for all ED patients. If you have your own doctor, please, your doctors are nice guys, they are intelligent, they know what to do. Just tell them, look, I got ED, they'll know what to do. They'll do a full medical check. They'll check your blood pressure. They'll check your sugar. They'll check your big blood vessels. And in one guy, I found what is called aneurysm. Do you know what an aneurysm is? Okay, aneurysm is, so blood vessel is that big, it expands. If it reaches a certain size, it blows. And roughly in 30 seconds, you're dead. Right? So I found this aneurysm in this guy's abdomen. Of course, this guy is my all-time favorite patient because he smokes literally 4 cartons a day. I'm not talking 4 packs a day, I'm talking 4 cartons a day. So I'm still in awe of how anyone can smoke 4 cartons a day. But anyway, he does 4 cartons a day. But I found an aneurysm. And again, our cardiothoracic team put in a stent into the big vessel. 6 months later, he's having sex because he's on wife number 2. So he's having sex, he's happy. So yes, you're absolutely right. The first thing about ED is which medical problem. So let's broadly divide it. Number 1, blood vessels, right? Is it a blood vessel problem? Number 2, is it a nerve problem? Nerve problem means did you have a fall? Did you injure your back? Do you have a stroke? Did you have a head injury? Or are you a bad diabetic and the nerves supplying your penis are dead? Okay, 2 common ones. Third one, I'm sure, okay, you're a bit young, my age group, right? You see a lot of guys suddenly put on weight, right?
Yes.
They suddenly they look like you, okay, and next thing, 6 months later, they look like me, they have the tummy, they put on weight, right? Yeah. And it's out of the blue, right? Out of the blue. So what is happening is they are converting testosterone to estrogen. There's a female hormone in tummy fat.
Okay. Yes. And that's because of the body fat. Yes.
Yes, right. So that fat, that estrogen is killing your sex drive, right? That's killing your sex drive.
Right.
So when you have so much estrogen, you get this craving to eat sugary stuff, right? You want your pisang goreng, you want your Snickers bar, your Mars bar. So when you eat that, you put on weight. You put on weight on your tummy. And then you get more estrogen. Then you eat more sugar, right?
That's right. What a vicious cycle it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle, right? And then what happens is your testosterone level starts to drop. And testosterone level starts to drop. Your muscle mass goes down. So you feel crappy. You get out in the morning, you're tired, you have no mood to exercise, your willpower is shit.
Yes.
And then your best friend will come tell you, one skinny bugger who looks like you, and say, show willpower. And what willpower? My testosterone level is shit. Okay?
You can do it.
Yeah, but you can't, right? It's not you.
Exactly.
Your hormone levels are crap. So people like this, I use short cycles of hormones to break that cycle, right? I give you a testosterone booster. I cut off the estrogen. You feel better. Your appetite goes back to normal. You start exercising because you're more energetic. And naturally, your tummy fat starts going down. Tummy fat starts going down. Estrogen starts going down. Testosterone goes up. Your sex drive is back. So there's the 4th one. Okay?
All right.
Now, 5th one. Certain drugs, certain good medical drugs that we use for heart diseases, lifestyle choices, aging. Your male hormone drops naturally, right? Your male hormone drops naturally, sperm counts drop, melatonin, the hormone that controls sleep, drop. All these factors reduce your sex drive. So after the age of 40, it starts to decline. Okay, just bad news for you, you're on a declining stage. Okay, so we all start declining, right?
Aging process, Doc.
That's the aging process. Now, what can you do at this? For this one, actually, for guys, weight training is an incredible thing. Resistance training. I'm not a big fan of cardio. I mean, cardio is good for the heart, but if you want sex drive, it's muscle training. Get out there, lift some weights. Don't be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Just lift some weights.
Right.
Exercise. Your testosterone level goes up. You sleep better. Your sex drive is better.
That's right.
Okay, so I covered the big 3, right? That's vessels, nerves, and hormones. Okay, and now, if you want to cover the simplest thing to start your recovery process that you can do now, today, get some sleep. Get some sleep. If you go tonight and you try for 1 week, you get a solid 7-8 hours sleep. On the 8th day, I bet you your sex drive has improved, no matter what your medical condition is. Whether you can have sex or not, different issue, but simplest thing you do, get a good night's sleep. The week after that, do 30 minutes of any form of exercise you like, whether you like to walk, lift weights, go take the dog for the walk, take a cat for a walk, do whatever it is. The third
some
week,
kind of cardio kind of exercise.
actually, I like resistance training, but it's difficult now without the gym. So, take the dog
That's
for a
right. Gyms
walk,
are closed. Yeah, that's right.
right? And on the
Yes.
third week, cut back your carbs, right? Reduce your carbs are healthy, but I'm talking cut back your carbs a little bit, your rice, your refined carbs. That means your donuts, your Snickers bar. I bet you by this time, 3 weeks from now, you will have improved your sex life without any meds. It may not be perfect. It
right.
may not be enough for, that wonderful 3 hour sex drive you had when you were 18, but it'll be better than what you had. And if it's still not good enough, I mean, it's still not good enough, you can't put it in, you can't hold it, tak boleh tahan lama. Commonest one at the age of 40 is tahan lama. Come and see me and we'll work further. Okay? But to all you guys, right, it's fixable, but see your doctor, get a proper medical checkup. Don't just go pharmacy, buy Viagra. By the way, the pharmacies are not supposed to sell Viagra with a prescription. Go do a proper checkup. It's not expensive. I think if you go to, hey, Doctor On Call has that package, right, where you guys do lab tests, right?
Yes, we do. Yes.
I know. I remember Jin mentioned it. So call up Doctor On Call. See, you guys owe me. I'm
That's
giving
right.
you all a shout out there.
Yes,
Okay, call
thanks,
up Doctor
Doc.
On Call. Yeah, no worries. They'll do this basic medical package. So that's your kidney function, your liver function, your cholesterol. To cope the three, do your testosterone. All right. If all of these are normal, go see any good general practitioner. They'll put a stethoscope, listen to your lungs, listen to your heart, make sure there are no murmurs, make sure there are no swellings on your feet. And they'll probably ask you simple questions. Can you climb up the 3 flights of stairs? If you can climb up 3 flights of stairs without feeling like you're going to die, you're probably okay. All right. Then ask your doctor to prescribe Viagra, Cialis, or whatever you want.
All right.
Okay. Simple, right?
Doc. Yes. Yeah. Thanks, Doc. I mean, we covered very intensively on exercise. What about nutrition, Doctor? Because
all right,
there's a question here.
Okay.
So is it not good to consume soya bean?
All right. So that's an interesting thing. So some things gut instinct. Okay, soybean evidence based. Let's talk about the evidence for it. What we know is pregnant women who take soybean, their blood levels show increased levels of estrogen. There's increased incidence of undescended testes in baby boys, in women with high consumption of soybean. But that one I'm talking like really high quantities of soybean. There's a theory, but I can't really find the evidence for it yet, that soybean is estrogen heavy. Okay. Now, for me, soybean is a protein source, but honestly, there are better protein sources, both plant-based and animal-based proteins that are better than soy. Since I can't prove or disprove soybean one way or the other, I tend to discourage it. Like, I don't need it. If you like it, you enjoy it, go for it, but let's keep the quantity less. But in general, I tell people, like, let's switch to other types of protein, right? You have, for those who are carnivorous, as most guys are, we are pure animals. I'm sure most guys are animals down there, they're carnivorous animals. Your kambing, lembu, chicken, mutton, fish, go for it, right? Without too much fat, protein there. For those who are vegetarian, a mix. Okay, Jess, you're Punjabi, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, fantastic. So Punjabis have this very nice way of cooking dals, where you put different kinds of dals, and if you look at when you mix the dals, you cover almost every protein group, and it's actually a very healthy thing. Okay. That's dals work wonderfully. Eggs work wonderfully well. Eggs are perfect protein. They have every protein you need. There are a few others, that you can eat for plant-based proteins without taking soy. All right. What I find kills you, so estrogen and all these are like in food, right? It's like minor part of your diet. What really, really, really going to kill you? Refined products, right? Refined food. Refined food is, you want to eat rice, go buy some beras and eat. That's rice, right? It's not too bad. You take that rice, you grind it up, you make it into flour, and you make it into a donut. That's going to kill you, right? So refined products. You want to eat rice, eat rice. Don't refine it, turn it into a donut and eat the donut. Bad. Donut bad. Okay. The next one, McDonald's, AMW, KFC is going to kill me after this, and they're going to pull your sponsorship. Okay. So tomorrow they're going to call you and tell you, we are not sponsoring you anymore. Right. So why? Okay. It's not, they supply food, protein. Problem is, it is how they produce the protein, right? So the chicken is massively farm grown. The amount of omega-3 and good oils in farm-based protein that's supplied to fast food chains is less. The way they process it, there's just too much oil, all right? And the
High in
oil is
saturated
reused,
fat.
high
Yes.
saturated fat. There's just too much
Yes.
oils. Okay. Another thing, the quantity, the servings are just too much, right? You seen the
Yes.
kiddie plate? If my kids ate that every day, they'd be the size of elephants, all right? That's a huge amount, all right? That's a
Yes,
huge
it
amount
is.
of food. And a lot of it is processed food. So you have potatoes, they're very tasty. I love the potatoes. So should not have said that, but anyway. But it contains a lot of salt. It contains a lot of
Yeah.
oil. It's
Yeah.
very refined. So is their buns. So is the chicken. So I would avoid fast foods. Okay, I would avoid refined foods. I believe. Okay, you want to eat chicken, eat the damn chicken, right? Don't turn it into a
Yes.
chicken burger, which is mostly flour or chicken sausage or chicken
Yes.
nugget. You
Or
want to
some
eat.
parts of chicken that was not even supposed to be eaten in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. So keep it
Yes.
simple. Go support your local market, support farmer. Am I saying it okay? Yeah, support farmer.
Yes.
Go buy food locally and cheaper. Fish, chicken, cook that. All right. Don't go and buy the fish fillets, the chicken nuggets, and chicken sausage. Sucks. The chemicals in that are going to kill you. All right, because we put it this way: we put a lot of chemicals in our food to make them grow bigger, right? So we get our chicken bigger, we get our lamb bigger, we get our all those hormones are concentrated in the waste parts, the fat, the marrow. Those are the stuff we use to make your sausages and burgers and stuff. So the hormones then be concentrated in that, and you just ate it. All right.
Yes.
So keep it simple. Cut back on refined food. Cut back on processed food. Eat the food your mother used to cook for you. You'll be fine. Okay. A bit of bad news. A bit of bad news.
All right. Okay.
So in the last, I don't know, how many years have been since World War II? 60 years. In the 60 years since
World War
II.
II is
About
ended in
60 years, right?
1945.
Yeah, about 60,
So,
60,
yeah.
70 years. Right? So we
Yes,
started
right.
keeping records of male testicular size, male fertility since World War II. So male fertility and testicular size and hormone levels have a ding, 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 going down.
Has been
right?
dropping, yeah.
So we suspect it's due to the plastics, the containers that you keep your food in, the microplastic in the water, and there's jack shit. You can't do shit about this, right? It's in the water supply. The organophosphorus that they use for
Fertilizers,
and pesticides in plants. So they kill male hormones. So they not only reduce your sex drive, they reduce your fertility, right? Someone asked me, can I do anything about it? I wish I could say yes, but short of growing your own plants and keeping your own fish, and even then you still probably get air pollution. It's tough. It's tough, right? It's tough.
Yeah, it is.
So what we can do is we do the best we can, right? We do the best we can. We eat fresh food. Okay, so that means whole chicken, even from commercial farm, is probably better than a processed chicken. Your farmer, your local guys, and like Tamantun, this is a shout out to the Tamantun guys. I've been to their community kitchen. Excellent job.
All right.
Okay. They do a good job.
Okay.
They sell you their produce. It's fresh, right? Buy locally, buy from people you know, buy from your kampong. That's probably what you can do. Right. So I went off a bit topic there. By the way, any questions for me?
Yes, Doc. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. There is.
Okay.
Interestingly, you mentioned about food just now, and we actually covered quite extensively because there's a question about LDL, which is the bad cholesterol. So what happens if your LDL levels are high?
Right. So, okay, this one, my cardiology buddies, I work with these two cardiologists. I don't know whether they were a doctor on call. You should probably recruit them. One is Lau, another is Haizal. One's from one's from IGEN. They're a pretty good team. So whatever LDL information I'm feeding you, I stole from their brains. All right. I'm really good at urology. I'm really, really good at urology. I suck at everything else, right? I steal people's information. So LDL, right? So your cholesterol.
Well, there's something called teamwork, Doc.
Yeah. Or I'm blatantly stealing their brain. Okay. But nowadays we divide cholesterol into high density lipoprotein. That's your good cholesterol.
Good cholesterol.
And everything else we put into non-HDL. All right. So you got HDL, non-HDL. LDL is part of the non-HDL group, right? And the non-HDL group is what we suspect screws up your blood vessels. Okay. So, your blood vessels when you're born, clean, nice tubes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You smoke, you get stressed, you got high blood pressure, the lining gets damaged. There's this tiny tears in a blood vessel. And the non-HDL cholesterol, whether it's LDL, VLDL, and many of them, they go and stick to those tears, those injury sites. And then you get these little buggers called platelets. They go and stick there, and they start forming a coating. It's like, your longkang that you haven't cleaned, that crack, you get
That's
like
right, like
stuff stuck
sumbat.
there. Yeah,
That's
sumbat.
right.
So
Yeah.
it starts forming there, and they start narrowing down your blood vessel, right?
Right.
And
Up the artery.
of the artery. So they usually
Yes.
narrow down the big arteries. Now, the commonest artery that we all worried about is the one supplying the heart. There's also one supplying the big one going up to the
Yeah.
brain. And the one that is most important, the one supplying your penis. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Trust me.
Which
that
is
one's
the
important.
smallest in diameter.
Same size as your heart, right? So now the thing about LDL is it's produced by the liver, all right? Your body needs a certain threshold of LDL. So it'll produce that amount. If you pump in excess amounts of calories, to keep it simple, you will produce a lot of LDL. Okay. And it's not necessary that you are huge, obese bugger and that you have high LDL. No. If you can even be very thin and have high LDL. All right. This is our way of telling you we don't really understand why you have high LDL, but you have high LDL. So you have to get it down. All right. So normal level, if you get it down to about 2 point something, 2.2, right, is good. If you smoke, you're smoking heavy like my buddy with the 3 cartons a day, or you consume huge amounts of alcohol, or you're incredibly stressed, lower it down, because LDL has a direct, or non-HDL lipoproteins, non-HDL fat has a direct link to ischemic heart disease. That's your heart attacks. It can cause you strokes. You can block this blood vessel here that supplies your brain. And most importantly, you may not be able to have sex. So of the 3, the sex part is pretty important now. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So got to get the LDL low.
Right. So 2+. So, but you don't do it by itself, right? So, when you look at it, you got this total cholesterol. You got TG. TG is triglycerides. That's the one. Yep. So that's the one you're gonna fat. So when you go and have your soup kambing with a nice marrow, go measure your TG next day. It's high. Okay, it's gonna be high. So, but that's easy. That's food, right? That's food. Then you got LDL, which your liver produces, which is a bugger, because you can be really healthy, eat well, and the damn thing will still be high. So we have this drug called statins. Everybody knows statins, and now we have statins with other drugs. So statins not only bring down LDL and TGs, they also, that plug I told you was stuck to the wall, it makes that plug safer. Okay? Because like Jess, you're 43. Have you heard of anyone in your heart group, fit bugger going for a jog, suddenly pop, gets a heart attack? Have you heard of it?
Yes, doc. Yeah, that's a friend of mine actually. Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. But what happens is they have these small plugs on the blood vessel, right? And it doesn't in the blood. That means if they did a stress test today, they'll pass, right? They'll pass the stress test because the blood vessel is relatively open. But this little plug here suddenly ruptures. It just breaks. Lots of platelets go and stick there, and they suddenly occlude the blood vessel. So you have someone who would have passed the stress test, ECG will be normal, everything normal. Pop, that plug ruptures. Platelets go and stick, sudden heart attack, guy collapses, right? So statin's job is to stabilize that plaque.
Okay.
Hey, guys in cardiology, thanks for teaching me all this. I look like a real idiot right now. Okay.
Thanks, Doc.
All right.
Doc, there's another question. Supplements for testosterone hormone.
Right. Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't believe in them.
By the way, can we get it over the counter, or must it be?
Okay, you can buy testosterone. You can buy testosterone, right? Let's divide it into 2, right?
Okay.
You have actual testosterone, right? That's a medical drug. You need a prescription. You have supplements that they claim to improve testosterone. Okay. So that is your halba. Halba is what's halba? That thing Vindium, that you use to cook. Malays call it halba. Indians call it Vindium. Fenugreek, right? Fenugreek, right? So that increases testosterone. Saw
Okay.
palmetto, pumpkin seed, a few other things.
What about Tongkat
My
Ali, Doc? Because there's somebody comment here
okay,
about Tongkat Ali.
please check first whether anyone is selling Tongkat Ali there because they're going to hate me for this. Um,
So what's
Tongkat
the
Ali
verdict on?
actually,
Yeah,
okay, Tongkat Ali doesn't actually increase testosterone. It's something
doesn't,
like
yeah?
Viagra. It doesn't. It's like something like Viagra. It increases circulation. It's like the Chinese version
Blood
of
flow.
ginseng. Sorry, it's the
Okay.
Malay version of ginseng, right? So
Okay.
ginseng, Tongkat Ali all increase blood flow. Different thing,
Right.
right? So they are like, and they're actually more expensive than Viagra. So it's actually cheaper to just take the Viagra. Okay.
Mhm.
But they work like Viagra, right? But
Okay.
hormones, right? So I have seen so many supplements that claim to improve testosterone. And I put patients on it. I mean, I've checked the bloods before and after.
Okay.
None of them actually make that big a difference. You want to know how to improve testosterone? It's tough because it's a lifestyle thing and it's a long term. So you have to give yourself about 180 days. That's about 6 months, right?
Yep.
You need 7 to 8 hours sleep, non-negotiable. You can't say sleep 3 hours, and sleep 20 hours on Saturday. It doesn't work. Consistent 7 to 8 hours sleep. Number one, you need some form of muscle training, 30 minutes to 45 minutes, 3 times a week. No compromises. You do need muscle training. You
Okay.
need a diet with almost zero refined products, refined sugars.
Okay.
Refined sugars is your raw sugar, your chakra.
Yeah.
I don't know, what do Punjabis have for sugar? Honey doesn't.
Well, yeah. I mean, nowadays, a lot of them take condensed milk. So that's not good either.
God, that's the fastest way to go to heaven, right? Seriously, that's the fastest way to
Exactly.
go to heaven.
Yeah.
No, so no condensed, really no condensed
No
milk.
condensed milk. That's
So
right.
you try 180 days, no sugars, right? No refined carbohydrates, 7 hours sleep. Do muscle training. Your testosterone level in your age, let's say 43, right? 43, your testosterone level should be about 15, 16. You'll probably go to 17.
Okay.
Okay? Because you're naturally supposed to decline. God has designed you to decline, right? You don't want to decline. That's a different story. I don't want to decline either.
Yeah.
But we are designed to decline. So, but if you sleep well, you will probably maintain or go up by 1 point, right?
Okay.
Now, on a clinical thing, that means on a practical thing, going up 1 point, is it going to make a difference to your sex drive? No. But because
Okay.
you slept well and you're feeling healthier, you probably want to have more sex.
Okay.
So this stuff, these three things are more effective
Okay.
than any damn supplement on the market. And I've checked it, right? That
Okay.
means so that's why you can go and check up, do your research, and you can see where they measure testosterone levels. The difference, the rise in testosterone, not much. So
Okay.
if I decide someone needs testosterone replacement, that means either their testosterone levels are very, very low,
Okay.
and they are symptomatic. It's not enough just to be low. You need to be low with symptoms. Symptoms means I sleep enough, but I get up in the morning, I feel like crap. I'm just tired, right? 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I am tired. I just want to go home and go to sleep. Okay. I see I have an incredibly hot girlfriend and I watch TV. There's something wrong with you, right?
Okay.
I'm cranky. My mood has changed, right? I'm angry all the time and annoyed and pissed off. My self-confidence is down, right? I'm afraid to make decisions. You'll probably, if all of those combined with low testosterone, I will just give you testosterone replacement. But I will do it correctly. That means I will give you testosterone replacement mixed with another drug to maintain your testicular size and penis size. Because if I just give you testosterone, after 1 year, your testes will look that big and you'll be really, really unhappy. So we give you medication to maintain your testicular size and penis size. Because have you met any guy who has told you my penis and testes are too big? Okay, that's like that's like some female telling you, my breast is too big. Okay, that may happen, but so we don't want them to shrink, right? We don't want them to shrink.
Yes.
So if you give testosterone, do it properly. Testosterone
Okay.
with a drug to prevent shrinkage of your private parts and
Okay.
monitor health, right? If your testosterone is low, right, you're going to be diabetic. Your cholesterol is going to be shit, right? It's going to be absolutely shit. You're going to have enough hormone imbalances, right? So you correct your testosterone, you fix a lot of stuff. So, go see a good endocrinologist. If you don't want to see a urologist, see a good endocrine. Hey, you guys have endocrine on your team, don't you? I think I saw some on
Yes,
your
we do.
doctor on call
Yeah.
side. Yeah, you did.
Yes.
So
yes.
again, remember I listed out that list of tests.
Yes.
You guys to really do a men's health blood package, right? Tell
Mhm.
whoever calls you, sign up for men's health blood package. I'll tell you what it
Okay.
is, right? That's your kidney, liver, cholesterol, hormone level, female hormone level, estrogen, progesterone, HbA1c for diabetes. A simple package that do that test. Go see
Mhm.
your endocrine. Go see your urologist. Come and see me. Come and see me if you want, and then start your treatments.
Great.
Okay. All
Thanks,
right. How
Doc.
are we
Doc,
doing
there's
so
another
far?
question. We're doing
Yeah,
very
sure.
well, Doc.
Oh, okay,
There's a
excellent.
question. What about premature ejaculation? Is there any supplements for that?
Okay. No, but there's medication. Okay. Just to be
Okay.
clear,
Okay.
if you think premature ejaculation is because you're not like that guy with a 20-inch dick on Pawn Star, no. You cannot have
Okay.
sex for 2 hours, right? Not going to happen.
Okay.
The average male, by the way, just to clarify, and I don't know
Okay.
how they clocked it. I really don't know
Okay.
how they did it. But anyway, says 30 seconds penetration time. 30 seconds to 3 minutes penetration time is normal.
Okay.
Okay. So 15 minutes, 20 minutes,
So it
1
takes
hour
time.
in. Huh?
It takes
Sorry?
time.
No,
It does
what I'm
take
saying
time.
is premature ejaculation. Okay. Actual penetration sex, right? Is only
Okay.
30 seconds, average.
Okay. Okay.
So a lot of guys, when they say premature ejaculation, what they mean is they feel they're not doing enough penetrative sex. That's
Okay.
wrong. That's wrong,
Mhm.
right? Real premature ejaculation is you ejaculate before you can put it in. So before you can put your penis into the vagina, you have ejaculated, right?
Okay.
So for those people, yes, we have a drug. It's a prescribed drug. It will
Okay.
increase ejaculation time a little bit. But we also have
Mhm.
other methods. If you're not circumcised, please circumcise.
Mhm.
If you're going to have sex, try to masturbate 1 to 2 hours before,
Mhm.
okay? And then have sex. You will last longer. So it's easy, right?
Mhm.
If you're going to have sex
Mhm.
tonight, masturbate now. Not right now. Now, don't do it while watching this. That's weird.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Masturbate.
that's wrong.
That's wrong. That's wrong, man. That's very wrong.
Wrong.
Masturbate, and then take a break 1 hour, and then go have sex. Right? You
Mhm.
will last longer. Trust me on this. If you
Okay.
masturbate more regularly, you probably can hold out longer without medication. If you're not circumcision, you can tahan lebih lama. That's not a myth. That's true. If
Mhm.
all of this doesn't work, we have medication that can help you. Supplements, no, zero. Supplements, bullshit. Doesn't work. Right?
Okay.
But I'm trying to tell people here, normally, normal guys have sex between 30 seconds to 3 minutes. That's it. Just don't lie. How long do you have sex for? Come on, don't lie, man.
Let's see.
What do you think?
Definitely more than 3 minutes.
Really? More than 3 minutes penetrative sex? You sure or not? Betul ke?
Yes, Doc. I
Okay.
think let's get into other questions, Doc.
Hey, don't be shy, man.
Yeah, I'm
Hey, it's
good.
okay to discuss your sex life. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Next question.
Next question. All right, Doc. So there's a question on another question on diet as well.
Right.
Doc, eating nuts or kacang after masturbation or ejaculation will increase
Won't.
sperm counts and the libido.
Okay. Actually, strangely, that one might have something. Okay, strangely.
So
But
nuts, yeah.
but it doesn't matter when you eat it, right? It doesn't really
Okay.
matter. Now, most nuts contain certain levels of protein, right? Now, your average nuts, that's your walnuts, your cashew nuts, a few others, they contain high levels of arginine
Okay.
and carnitine, right? L-arginine, carnitine, ornithine. I can't remember the rest, right? So if you have a good enough mix, they not only increase your essential oils, which are there in your fresh nuts, that's your omega-3 and a few others. They also increase, you basically got all your arginine, your essential amino acids with the essential oils and a huge amount of antioxidants. And that package is actually good for sperm production. All right.
All right.
So that myth is actually not a myth. All right. It's actually sort of
It's actually
true.
true.
It's
Okay.
actually true. By itself, yes, but it's a healthy diet for
It is.
anyone, right? It is, right?
Yes.
So
it
it is
is.
a healthy diet for anyone. So yeah, so that one sort of works. Yeah, I can't
So
say
go
no
and
to that.
get the nuts and
Yeah,
mix it up
enjoy
and snack it.
and yeah, snack. I mean, it's a wonderful snack, right? If you
Yes.
have kids at home, throw away the cookies and the snack bar and give them nuts. They'll probably be healthier and
That's
they'll
right.
thank you when
That's
they're
right.
older, right?
That's right. Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
all
great,
right.
Doc.
What?
Okay. So there's another question. How about
Yep.
5 hours of sleep due to work, perhaps, or stress, which we
Okay.
know that's going to be
Yeah.
difficult, isn't it, Doc?
Right. So the problem is you table runding dengan badan, right? You cannot negotiate with the body. The body wants 6 hours minimum.
Minimum.
Elon Musk, right? You all know Elon Musk,
Yes.
right? Okay. So Elon
The whole
Musk
world knows him, Doc.
the whole world knows him. So he
Yeah.
decided to see how much minimum sleep he needed, right? So
Yeah.
he did 3 hours, 4 hours,
Yeah.
5 hours, 6 hours. So his number was 6, right? And medical textbooks put it at 7 to 8. So you can say, I only can give you 5. You can say, I only can give you 4. The body does not care. The body wants 6. It will accept only 6. Now, why 6? Why 6? There's an interesting number for 6. It takes you 25 to 45 minutes to go into what is called REM sleep. Okay, REM sleep is when it's called rapid eye movement. Your eyeballs, your eyelids flicker. Your eyeballs are moving, so they look like your eyes are flickering. And that is a sleep where your muscles totally relax. They're like paralyzed, right? And your body is in the repair mode. So this is like routine. This is the maintenance stage for your body. So during REM sleep is when your body does maintenance. It throws out the garbage, it repairs stuff, it cleans up house, it fixes whatever needs to be fixed, it restores your hormone balance, right? And you can't tell the body, hey, try to do it faster, right? I give you a bonus, you buat lagi cepat. Sorry, your body doesn't tak faham ini semua, okay? Your body needs 2-3 hours to do it, 2 to 3 hours to do it, right? And then you will come out of REM sleep, right? So you go in, you come out, or you go off and on, in and out of REM sleep. Roughly, the whole process takes somewhere between 6 to 8 hours. There's nothing you, me, or anybody except God can do to change this. So you can say, I only can do 5 hours before about my job. I understand. Problem is your body doesn't understand. I hate to be so blunt about it, but that's how it is.
Yes. Thanks, Doc. Doc, talking about this erectile dysfunction thing,
Right.
Sometimes men have got this ego thing, it's nothing, I've got no problem, it's just psychological, and they tend to refuse to go and seek help. So what's your advice, Doc?
Right. So one, trust me, sex more important than ego. Okay. I would rather destroy my ego and go have good sex. Good sex is good sex, right? You cannot beat sex, right? So I can live with my ego being disrupted. But here's another thing, right? Try to understand. I'm a guy. Jess is a guy. And even though he doesn't want to admit it, he's going to get ED one day. I'm going to get ED one day. I'm sure Mahathir has ED. All right. Every guy is going to get ED, right? We're all in the same boat. Except some of us get it a bit later, some of us get it a bit earlier, some of us have it worse, some of us less. But we're all going to have it. So it's part of us, it's part of life, right? It's a guy
part
thing.
Of aging.
We're all going.
That's right.
It's part
That's
of
right.
aging. It's part of living. We're all going to have it. So your doctors understand this. I understand it. There is no big deal, right? We're all going to get it. Every guy. If you have a group of friends, if you got 5 guys in your friends, one of them has ED, I guarantee. Except they're lying. If all 5 say they don't have, one of them is a liar, right? It's normal. It's common. We're all going to have it one way or the other at some point. Some earlier, some later. So, come forward, get checked. But let's say you're feeling shy about it, right? Let's say you're feeling shy. First of all, it's a health condition, right? Think of it as a medical condition, like having diabetes or having high blood pressure. It's like kencing manis, darah tinggi, sakit jantung. It's one more penyakit, right? So if you go to a lab, you do your basic blood test. I mentioned all the blood tests just now. Do your blood test. On the side of the blood test, they will tell you what is normal, what is abnormal. Okay, look at your own blood test. If you don't show it to the doctor, that's fine. Look at your own blood test. If you start seeing, you got blood in the urine, your sugar is very high, or your cholesterol is very high, right? Go see a doctor. Now, guys being guys, unfortunately, we'll probably go see a male doctor. I'm not being sexist. I'm not being sexist, right? But if I'm going to talk about my penis, I'm going to talk to a guy about it, right? Because
Yeah.
he may have
Comfort
it worse
level.
than
That's right.
no.
That's right.
I'm optimistic. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he may have it as well. So we understand each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
So go take your blood results. Go to talk to your doctor. You don't have to say straight out, Dr. Muhilan, I have my penis not working. No, you don't have to say that. You can just bring your blood results over, make your appointment, and just say, look, I just want to discuss my blood results, right?
Mm-hmm.
As we go through your blood results, as part of routine, I will be asking you all these questions.
Mm-hmm.
And if you say yes, we'll go into details and we'll fix you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, it is much better to have a good sex life than to have a bad sex life with a good ego, right? Good sex
Thanks,
life
Doc.
wins. Hey, no problem.
Better. Yeah, that's right. And eventually, there could be high probability of good sex life, then eventually boosting the ego as well.
Oh, definitely. Good sex life does wonders. Your sleep is
Yes.
better, you live longer, you feel better, and probably
Yeah.
it's a good form of exercise. And who cares
Yes.
whether it's a good form of exercise? It's still fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Doc,
Hey, by the way, are we running out of
yes.
time?
We're not. We've got a couple more minutes.
Excellent.
And there are a few more questions, Doc. Would
Right.
zinc supplements improve male sexual health?
And I think we covered this. Supplements in general, there's some good ones that improve your overall health, right? That make you feel better. That indirectly improves your sexual health. So let's do some simple ones that probably will help you with COVID-19. Evidence, who knows? But anyway, there's some good ones that in general Malaysian males need. Now, most Malaysians are dark skin, right? They're all a little bit different shades of dark, from
Yes.
very dark to lighter dark. But what the hell? We're all dark skin, right? None of us are white.
Yes.
Even if you're Chinese, you're still, not Caucasian white. Vitamin D levels tend to be low. So vitamin D replacement, right?
Okay.
We, for some reason, Asians don't take as much fresh vegetables as we should. So your basic antioxidants, right? So that's your B complex, your zinc, your selenium, your magnesium. They all have it, all right? I have, so that's a basic antioxidant package mixed with vitamin D, right? The next one is simple, it's your minerals. So that's your magnesium, it's your key zinc, I already mentioned. Usually cukup. So if you look, most multivitamins packages have all of this. There are one or two multivitamin packages that I have. We have it in Thomson that I use specifically for patients with low sperm counts.
Okay.
They are a little bit more on the pricey side, but yeah, they are those. But in general, anything that contains the minerals and vitamins, I said, good for your health in general, and they'll probably help you with your sex life. Okay, but I think people are asking about zinc, selenium though, for the sperm counts.
Yes, interesting that you mentioned about sperm count, because there's a question here. Eat garlic can increase quantity or quality of sperm. Truth or myth?
Myth, actually. Okay, garlic's a wonderful product, right? I take garlic, right? I love garlic. The evidence is more for preventing heart disease and vascular damage, and it's a huge antioxidant. So in a sense that if your testes are unhealthy, having high levels of antioxidants circulating may help you, but I've not seen any evidence of it so far. But garlic, there is some evidence for vascular disease, there's some evidence for heart disease, and there's a lot of work being done on garlic for vascular diseases. Okay, so not for sperm count, but for erectile dysfunction, general health. The good thing about garlic is I can't seem to find any downside to eating raw garlic if you want, except the smell, so your girlfriend may not like it. Okay.
Doc, interesting that we're discussing about food again. What about Afro-CDX, Doc? Does it has got any correlation with
eating? So for guys, so guys, right, food and drinks. Number one, once you reach Jess's age, 40, skip the booze, all right, skip the alcohol, right? Alcohol bad. No, don't skip the alcohol, man. Alcohol increases your mood. Yeah, skip it. You won't have good sex with alcohol, right? Give your girlfriend alcohol. That's better, right? Don't take alcohol. Oysters. Frankly, I don't think it makes diddly squat
any difference. Okay.
What else? What's the other one? Somebody told me about
Um,
broccoli doesn't make a difference. Oysters don't make a difference. What else? Okay,
okay.
leave the crocodile penis to the crocodile. He needs to have a sex life. Don't chop off his penis. Same animal parts. Look, leave it with the animal, right? You don't have to cut off the
Yes.
tiger's penis, chop off the rhino's horn, or take off the bear's gallbladder. Leave it with the damn animals. Let them enjoy it. It makes no difference to you. And honestly, if you go look at the pricing of these products, right,
Mhm.
from tiger
Okay.
penis or crocodile penis or whatever, per gram, it's more expensive than gold. Okay, so every time you swallow this stuff, it's
Wow.
like swallowing gold, right?
Gold.
It's cheaper to just buy Viagra. Honestly, it's cheaper to buy Viagra, and it's probably better for you. Viagra at
Yes.
least has shown to have some effects, improve on your heart, reduces your risk of heart disease, and a few things. Tiger's penis is bad for you and bad for the tiger, right? Leave the damn tiger alone, right?
Pity the
Where
tigers.
else?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of supplements, as you can tell. I
Yeah.
believe in a fairly balanced natural diet. If
Mm-hmm.
you're going to have sex
Mm-hmm.
in that day,
Mm-hmm.
think a little bit, right? Think it's not difficult. It's not
Yes.
rocket
Yes.
science. A light meal, a very light meal, that will
Mm-hmm.
reduce the amount of blood circulating down your stomach. It
Yes.
reduces the sugar overload. It will stop you from being drowsy. If you're
Mm-hmm.
drowsy with a full bloated stomach, you're not going to have sex, right? If you're drunk,
Yeah,
if you're
that's right.
high, you're not going to have good sex, right? Simple things.
Yeah.
Having
Mm-hmm.
a good night's sleep the night before contributes to good sex, right? Being in a
Okay.
relaxed frame of mind, good sex.
Yes.
Ganja, bad sex. Cocaine, bad sex, right?
All
What else
right.
you want? Okay?
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good list, Doc. Thank you.
No
Doc,
worries, man.
that's an interesting question here. Just to
Hmm.
ask something out of topic, what is
Yeah,
the
sure.
average penis size in Malaysia? I really can't find the answer for this. Thanks
God
in
knows, man.
advance.
God
God
knows.
knows.
But if you
Yeah.
ask every guy in Malaysia, we're all above average. Okay? I really don't know. I really don't know. Right?
Is that at the perception level, Doc?
Yeah, perception, we all seem to think we're bigger than average.
Yeah.
Okay? I've never gone around measuring penis, right? Hey, look. Um, honestly, here's the thing. Tell you an interesting thing. The female vagina, right? Female vagina
Mhm.
is not, the clitoris is not that big. It's actually
Okay.
that big. All right. So it's got these
Okay.
big blood vessels on the side, right? It's like a chicken
Okay.
wishbone. It's like a chicken wishbone. It's like this. Big
Okay.
ridges, right? It's that thick. When
Mm-hmm.
your chick, girlfriend, wife, whatever is excited, that blood vessels that run on the side and they run inside a bit, they will swell up, right? And
Okay.
the vagina will contract down. Okay. If the whole thing will tighten down. And the
Okay.
lining here, it'll be engorged. There'll be increased blood flow. Okay.
Okay.
So imagine your penis when you're fully excited, how it becomes thick and hard and long.
Mm-hmm.
This becomes thicker. So that lobang that you're trying to go into is going to tighten down, right?
All right.
If
Okay.
your girlfriend can feel it and she's excited, cukup lah. Okay, your size
Job
cukup.
well done. That's
Okay.
right.
Now here's the next point.
Okay.
70% of women enjoy non-penetrative sex more than penetrative sex, right? So you have the
Oh,
clitoris there.
interesting. Okay.
So penetration is the last part, right? So only
Mhm.
30% of women need penetration to finish.
Okay.
Okay, 70% of women need both or just non-penetrative sex to finish. So the
Okay.
clitoris, huge blood supply. The
Mhm.
wishbone structure, huge blood supply. So if your woman is excited, that whole thing is going to be tight enough for your penis. Stop worrying about
Mhm.
it. Get
That's
your
right.
woman excited, it'll fit. It'll work. And
That's even more
hopefully there are no
important.
kids. There are no kids watching this, right?
Yes. No.
Okay. I must remember not to send this to my parents. Okay. Okay.
Thanks, Doc.
Hey,
All
no
right.
worries.
Looks like we had really a good conversation. I would say a real man-to-man talk.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Yeah, great.
Okay, so
Any last words, Doc?
hey, look, ED, right? I am not kidding, is a medical
Mhm.
condition. All right.
Mhm.
Now, jokes aside, sex aside, put everything aside. If you have erectile dysfunction, that means if your penis is not hard enough to do penetration or halfway during sex, it deflates, it goes down. Do not think of it as a penis problem. It is not a penis problem, it is a health problem. That means there is a very good chance there is something else that is a problem. It could be your blood vessels, your heart, your
Yeah.
diabetes. All right.
Yes.
And I put it up on Dr. Chat group, I put it up to all my colleagues. someone comes with erectile dysfunction, take it seriously. It is not a joke, right? You are probably saving someone's life by doing a medical check for them, checking their diabetes, simple, check their blood pressure. Because if you do these things, you are saving 30% of the guys. 30% of people who have ED will have a heart attack within the next 3 years, right? That's a big number. So if your buddy comes and says, I'm having ED, look, you're going to have it yourself one day, but in the meantime, send him to a doctor, get him checked out. Okay, and you guys really need to look into creating a men's health package for the blood test, man.
Yep. Thank you, Doc. Thank you for the advice. Yeah. Thank you so much, Doc.
Hey, no worries. So hopefully, did I miss any questions, any important ones?
Nope, all good. We covered it well. Yeah, that's
all right. So put up my email. If anyone feels they want to ask me a question, drop me an email.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you so much.
All right.
Have a pleasant good night. Night ahead. Yep. Good night. Take care. Bye-bye.
So bye. That was fun.
Yep.
Bye.
In Doctor on Call, we believe that healthcare is universal. Everyone should have access to good medical advice regardless of their locations.
So during my many years of medical practice, more often than not, when we get a certain sign or symptom, not many people actually go and immediately investigate it.
At Dr. On Call, you can get connected to our network of doctors and specialists within minutes through any mobile devices, whether you're at home, in the office, or on the go.
The platform is designed so that patients can easily find the right doctors. For the doctor, we ensure that the platform is safe, secure, and they can very simply manage their patients via remotely or even in person.
By having this teleconsult, patient can actually have a continued medical care, and this can actually save their life.
As the pioneer of telehealth in Malaysia, we always believe in closing the patient care gap through telehealth. For instance, our newly launched Doc at Home service would enable patients to book physical screening and lab diagnostic from the comfort of their homes. And this is especially crucial during this time of pandemic, where we want to keep our parents, kids, and loved ones safe.
So the platform is simple enough for doctors like us to go online, do a medical consultation in between our physical patients in the clinic.
In future, this is the way forward toward looking towards the telehealth and management where we can overcome a lot of difficulties.
Now, as far as I am concerned, I can give uninterrupted medical advice to them. Isn't that easy for both parties?
During these difficult times, we strive to ensure that everyone stays safe without compromising their need for medical care, medication, as well as other healthcare services.
And also we can prescribe some of the initial medication online, so the patient can get treated to a certain degree before they come and see a doctor.
Our vision is to reshape and redefine healthcare. We believe in the power of technology to create better patient experience and continuity of care. We design our service for the patients to get the right service, right treatment at the right time. During a pandemic like this, it is important not only that we should ensure the safety of patients, but healthcare professionals and doctors as well.
Gone are the days where patients wait for hours in a long and busy clinic. These days, we want a seamless experience. Get an appointment booked online, see a doctor at the shortest possible time, and then get going with life.
We have never had something like this before. Upon doing the services, the patient will actually get their blood test done at their home, and the doctor is able to review their blood tests via Dr. On Call platform, or if required, they are called into the clinic. So that's pretty amazing if you ask me. You don't actually need the patient to come twice, once just to take blood and then come again. So it's very convenient for the patients, and my patients are very happy.